So I just finished up a back day in the gym, and there was this guy that came up to me. I was setting up my tripod, right about to film some B-roll clips for Instagram, of me literally just doing a set, and there were probably 5 other cables around the gym, and I pull out my tripod with my camera. I set up the tripod. He comes up to me, and Rudy's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna use this cable." And I'm just like, yeah, sure, go ahead, man. Like, I wasn't gonna like say anything rude because it's really just not that deep. So I let him use it, and it really made me think and come back to everybody. So, you know, of course, if he doesn't like me filming in the gym, that's completely cool. I mean, of course, you know, I'm not disrupting him, not filming anything like that, but it's just a thing for people to not like when people film in the gym. Makes them feel uncomfortable, which I don't really get, because you should know that like they don't care about filming you. Like, why would they want to film you? But that's not my worries. And I just wanted to say that, you know, with my success, with my coming success over these past few months, and just it going up and up and up and up, I've noticed that before, when I messed up a lot, when I kept failing and failing and failing, and all these people around me in my actual real life, like that I see somewhat often, they come back to those, like, you know, cringier videos, cringier things that I said, things that I shouldn't have done, and they were like, oh, like they say that stuff because they know about my success now, because they want to make themselves feel better about my success, and they want to make me feel worse and themselves feel better about bringing up that past stuff that happened to me. And I feel like this is a big trend that comes with success, is people can't imagine themselves doing the things that you're doing. I'm not saying I'm any better than any of you guys. I'm just saying that I'm doing something extraordinary, you know, like that's not the typical route, typical thing that people do. It's not typical for people to film themselves and talk in a camera and post it on YouTube. And I just wanted to say that people, when they see your success, they're trying to bring you down because they can't imagine themselves putting themselves out there, putting themselves in your shoes. And it really just makes me go back to, like, of course I could feel insecure about it, you know, saying, like, yeah, yes. But then I'm just like, damn, like, you're insecure. You're the one saying about me all doing all this stuff. And it really comes down to, especially with teenagers, they are a direct representation of, like, what they say is a direct representation of what is going through in their mind, right? So when they say something like trying to make fun of me, even though obviously, like, I don't care, I'm not listening to them, like, of course, like, it's same as hate comments online. Like, you just can't listen to any of that, because when somebody is hating on you online, when somebody is saying something about you, even in person, and even, you know, if there's somebody at a sports game and they're like making fun of, I don't know, somebody's hair or like mustache or something, a lot of the time that could actually be from their own insecurity. Like, when somebody, I know somebody even in real life, they make fun of somebody, like every person they see with like certain hair, you know, the way they look, everything like that, like that's a direct representation of how insecure they are, because they're trying to make themselves feel better about other people's downfall, right? And going back to where I'm at, like with my success and people coming back to me and trying to bring me down, it's just a direct representation of insecurity, because they can't imagine you in the position that you're in. And it's sad, man, because they just don't realize that literally anybody can do any of this type of stuff. And it really pains me to see, like, it's just sad at that point to see somebody talking about like themselves within, and it's not like the actual thing that's coming out in them. But yeah, overall, I've been smashing it recently. There's such ups and downs when it comes to business. Like, one day, you know, the thing with business is that one time, like, I'll be killing it with my clients. I'll get a new client, like a super insanely high, and then one day I'll just feel like everything is crashing down on me. Like, my content sucks. Like, my clients aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it just like, it's the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. And it really makes me experience all of the past things about it. And it makes me realize how important failure is. Like, I was just thinking to myself that I want to fail. I want to continue to just fail and fail and fail and fail. And I've said this to myself before because I've heard a bunch of people say it, but then when you go through it yourself and you actually fail at something, like miserably, like I bulked up way too much, I cut down way too much, make terrible content. It makes me realize that, okay, that's what I did wrong. Now it's time to fix that the certain way. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about insecurity and failure. And if you guys are going through any sort of insecurity, especially, those guys who love to make fun of everybody else, who are the most insecure in the end, if that's one of you and you really want to change yourself, all you have to do is just say, why am I, I'm living for myself. Why am I putting these other people down? And it's so much deeper than that. And that's where my relationship with God comes in, and your relationship with a higher power should come in. And I just believe that if you can just, stay consistent with everything you do and just keep improving every single day, keep building and building, keep failing and failing, eventually, I've found that I just continue to build up and just become a stronger person